Hey guys, how's it going? Honey Desert. Hopefully fish will be around so we can progress what's going on. Caves looks empty. There's a horse here though. Well. Hey, this map. No one's around. Where's the Christmas ceiling? Peeler and horses up here, but Look at this guy. Well, I mean, sometimes you see them awkwardly standing in the chairs. I've never seen them lean smoking standing on a chair. That's pretty funny. Oh, they just walks off. Great. Well, nothing to do. Maybe we'll swap to Saffron for a little bit, come back to Cricket, see if anyone's around later. I just don't know what's going on. Kinda need to find forest fish. Hey, folk. This is the same horse that was just laying around here. Hello? Is anyone around?
How can I help you?
Have you seen fish today?
No.
Okay. Do you know if
He was around yesterday.
I was around yesterday. He wasn't around.
Probably like an hour after you left.
Okay, of course. Do you think that he'll be around later then? Or no?
Yeah, probably. He's always around.
Okay. there's something to steal in Valentine. I don't know. Not any. Oh yeah, I get it. No, if I get really chilled, I just want to curl up in bed. I was like that a lot after I came back from Hawaii before I adjusted. My goodness. Shut up. What on earth? Shut up.
Me?
That was cash.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, hello?
I'm trying to
G'day.
speak to you. Could you stop?
Oh, I didn't hear you, sorry.
Are you chasing buffalo into town?
No, the buffalo is chasing me.
Buffalo
Wild.
don't come to town unless someone chases them into town.
No, it chased me though. When I came into town, it was running around that house there and it chased me. I fell off my horse and everything was
Oh.
awful.
Hi, Cricket.
Hey, Clementine.
How are you?
Good.
You didn't see who would have been chasing this buffalo into town then?
No, I just got into town and it was running around that blue house over there at the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
then-
right where I was, yeah.
Yeah, and then I fell over the fence.
I saw that, yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I fell like twice.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a good time. I blame the buffalo.
I blame them too.
So you had no part in herding buffalo this way?
I don't hurt buffalo.
Herd. You did not herd the buffalo?
I don't know,
with a
the
D?
buffalo were in town.
And you just happened to come into town the same time as the buffalo, and it was just a coincidence that you were the one there?
I guess so.
You didn't see any other riders on that road that you come in.
I might have saw someone on a tan horse.
You might have, or you did.
Well, I don't know. I saw someone by the buffalo when I came to town.
You did. Whereabouts were they?
By that blue house again.
Oh, okay. I only saw you. I didn't see another person,
No,
tan
there's
horse
someone
or
on
otherwise.
on a tan horse.
Oh, there was someone. It's not that there might have been someone. There was.
I'm
someone.
pretty sure that I saw someone. I just don't know who they were or what they looked like other than the horse was tan. Is that chocolate milk?
And candy.
Oh, thank you.
Merry Christmas, Cricket.
This is better than the coal that you gave me yesterday.
Look, I don't want to talk about that.
Are you
There you go.
hurt from falling over the fence?
I solved it with a few bandages.
Okay.
I will have a note that if it ever occurs to me to herd or hurt a buffalo, I won't do it because apparently it's something that you don't like.
We do not want them here in town, no. They are quite big animals. They might run into things, hurt people, hurt horses, who knows what. Thank you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Post anything.
All right.
Oh,
Good day.
alright. Very well.
You have a good day now.
Shall I go
Oh my
check
God.
and
Might
speak
talk
with
to
the
you, Clementine.
postmaster?
Sure. But if any more crazy homeless people try to accuse me of things I didn't do, I'm gonna be so mad.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't worry, Valentine's crazy. Don't go there.
Have you seen Forrest around today?
Not today, but I saw him rob some people in town the other day. He's not welcome in Blackwater right now.
Okay. I must not be wanted because he said my name right in front of that fella.
I didn't even think about you
I'm
being wanted.
assuming that he's a deputy, right? I mean, that's...
He's the sheriff of Blackwater.
Okay.
That's Sheriff Cash.
Explains why he's so angry.
I don't think he's angry. I think he's just frustrated that people were trying to bring... Were you actually trying to bring the bison in? Because, like, 3 ran through town. It was impressive if you were. But it's more if you're... Were you?
I'm not telling.
My friend Blasters...
Shires are too slow to herd buffalo.
My friend Blasters wants to do a bank job with Buffalo.
I don't think that would work. That
I don't know.
I don't think that
he's
their
got
herds
ideas.
can turn the saves. Are you okay?
I'm just trying to picture them like picking locks
He'd be in there going.
and holding a gun to someone.
Don't be ridiculous. They couldn't do that. They don't have any thumbs.
You should make that into a moving picture.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Me and my moving picture skills.
Have you been to the moving pictures before?
Maybe once, really long time ago, but no.
You know that they got a theater here?
Yeah, I know.
You want to go?
Don't really see the point, you know?
Well, we could get a group together. It would be nice.
Group?
I don't know. I could ask Sheriff Cash and everyone at the telegram station.
I don't think that he likes me, so... And if there's...
No, he's just frustrated.
What's happening that would make him frustrated?
He's a sheriff, and he was just telling me Watch Best and everyone is banned from Blackwater. So it was a very intense conversation, then suddenly bison were everywhere.
Huh.
I was just like, there's a bison in town, and he was like, what? No, there's not. And I was like, behind you, there's a bison, and then one ran straight past us.
mean, that's not funny at all. That's bad. You can't have bison running through town.
That's bad, but it's also kind of funny. I'm just picturing the bison doing normal people things now, like going to the saloon, wearing top hats,
Imagine if a bison got into the saloon. That would be amazing.
or like, no, because they're bison-sized
Do you
saloons. That's
still
what I'm
hear one,
picturing.
though? I think I hear
I
one.
do. I think it's over here. I think it's in the lumber yard.
Is it actually in there? It is!
There we go. That's progress.
Oh my God,
We're getting.
What'd you do?
Maple! What did you do to that poor bison?
I'm freeing it.
You're not doing a good job.
Come back. No, don't go back inside.
Look what you've done.
Come on.
I didn't do this. Don't say
That
that.
poor bison.
I didn't do that.
Come on now. Let's go. Over here. Yep.
God, that deputy's strong.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
Let's go. Out we go. Come on now. Oh, so close.
Oh, no.
There we go. Out we come.
Oh, there, my horse is here. Oops, sorry.
Oh, this thing can fight.
It's right there.
Oh, got it. Okay. Now we gotta get it out of town. Now we gotta herd it out of town.
It went through the people door.
I mean, it wasn't hurting anyone. Oh my
There we go.
Oh my God, I hope the reporters write an article about it in the paper.
I never thought that
Like
that could
water
turn out
attacked
so
by
well.
buffalo. It's the people door.
How in the world did it get in the lumberyard in the first place?
I have no idea. I just
No
woke up.
idea.
It's the first thing I see when I wake up.
Well, that was beautiful.
Whoever herded them into town is probably going to be in trouble.
Yeah, that person's probably in lots of trouble. They shouldn't do that. That's so bad.
I mean, who says you did it, right?
I mean, I
Does
don't
anyone
know
have,
who
like,
did it.
a coffee or something?
Exactly.
I have candy or chocolate milk.
Good job, Phyllis.
Does that help me feel less tired? 'Cause I'm
That
fucking
was-
exhausted.
that-
That
You
thing
can just
fucking
have
put
it.
up
I
the butt.
knew I heard something and I was just like, I'm hearing a
Good job.
no noise.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Teamwork.
Yup.
I can't believe we got
But
stuck in the
it
lumberyard.
didn't
That's
do any end. It
amazing.
used the people door, so you're kind of useless.
Well,
Hey, I got it out.
I got
it out
robbed
of the
today
barn
and
first.
was,
it
uh,
got
into the-
itself
into the
out
yard.
of the
taken
there.
hostage. It brought outside of town, and it was I lost
Did it
my,
help
my
at all?
Christmas gifts, but it's
Thank you. Yes. it
No,
did.
jeez, who did that
Good.
to you?
Oh, I have.
I
have
saw
money
Hannah
can-
earlier, by the way, Gideon.
I can
Oh,
make
did
a
you?
new
How long
house.
ago?
She, like 45 minutes, an hour. She said she was gonna be lying back down.
I must not be wanted. At least, or they're just completely oblivious to who Cricket is. Mabel should know. But there's also the chance he's going back to the office to see if I am wanted or not. Really sad looking deputy, whoever that is. Yeah, they probably haven't got a good visual on Crick for a while. This is true. All right, Bionic. Thanks for stopping by. I hate the belt on this thing. We're not doing these pants. Sometimes like you can hear baths. These are kind of great though. You can hear it from no matter where you are in the entire game. Yeah, it's just one of those, it's just a weird glitch for whatever reason. man. I love Cash. It's so funny. Then I fell over the fence. Twice? Yeah, I saw that too. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, remember how nicely Rabbit de-escalated the whole punching situation? Krieg was the only one not to get yelled at, yeah. Apparently because those people that she was yelling at had killed her friend, so... Still no horses around. Oh, you saying anything?
I said howdy.
Oh, I'm sorry, didn't hear you. I'm just looking for fish.
Is he not around?
I don't know. That's why I'm looking for him.
Okay. Well, I just woke up, so I'm not too sure.
Whoops. I'm finally at the point where I like these characters. It's gonna be so weird if they go after Saf and I like them somehow. I mean, you can like both characters on either side of something. Nothing wrong with that. too complicated. The line when gangs want to hurt good people, hurting other gangs is one thing, but innocent people gets muddy. Well, I mean, they're bad guys. You're nobody's safe. Yeah, right. Alright. I want to take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna play some clips. Check on my doggos. Stuff like that.
Oh, branch. Man. Thank you. I think I'm just out of luck tonight. Swap back to Saffron and hope that he's around later. I don't know. I just need a new hook. I don't know. Weird that it's so empty. Yeah, we got a stern talking to from Cash. It was pretty funny. That's fish. Oh boy.
I love it and love it. I need you.
Man, that was kind of fucked up. That's a little bit fucked up.
Right now. I can't.
Hi.
What's going on?
Hello.
Fish.
Thought that was the horse steed you brought me.
Oh, that's my horse.
Howdy.
Howdy.
I brought the sugar.
Hold on, hold on.
Goat.
Cricket?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Cricket.
A majority
Been a
of
long
us
time
are under
since
the
I've seen you.
influence.
Yeah, it's
Hold
been a while
on.
since I've been around.
Good to see you're not
How'd
dead.
you get all this sugar?
Does it matter?
It does.
Alright,
I'd like to
sis.
know where it came from.
Well, I don't know exactly. I met somebody and I took his gun and I made him get me the sugar.
Oh. Well, do you remember what I told you when you first came here? What you gotta say to me? And to the other people around here?
Everything's fine.
That I work for you. I haven't really talked to anyone.
Uh-huh.
No one's in it.
Who are you?
Jesus.
What the fuck just happened?
What? Why did you shoot her?
What's your name?
Hold on.
We quiet the shooting down. I'm trying to whittle here.
Yeah. Sorry, old man.
I'll put another one in that fucking kneecap. What's your name?
You know, I'll tell you, I accidentally meant to shoot around your foot, but now that it got in your foot, I blame the shot of tequila I took.
Ask me a question.
I said that I work for fish, and then my name's Cricket.
I don't know what's happening, so I'm just gonna go hunt a wolf.
Why is this happening?
Business. Just dealing with business.
What on earth?
You know why this is happening.
No, I don't. I got you what you wanted, didn't I?
He did.
My mood's ruined.
I ain't shooting no more, Winsmore. You take it easy.
No, we don't want to whittle anymore.
You don't want a widow?
You don't want a widow?
No, I don't want to whittle
Pop
anymore.
don't want a widow no more.
How's that foot? You able to stand on it?
You shot me in the leg.
I don't know.
Look,
Meant to shoot
I'm gonna
around
get
your feet,
scared.
but accidents happen. So where'd you grab the sugar?
I already told you. I met somebody and I took their gun and I got them to give me the sugar.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get you sat down over here. Take off your shoe for a moment.
Perfect woodland hat.
Man, if I would have just fanned him if I wasn't surrounded by other people. I don't.
It'll be
What
fine. I
just-
think I only took off just a tiny chunk. I'm gonna clean this up for you because you're no use if you're dead.
I don't know why you're shooting me in the first place.
Like I said, I'm sorry. I'm under the influence. I meant to shoot around your foot like I normally do. I like to make people dance. Goes to show I ain't too used to using a volcanic.
Dude, like, I think Cricket might try and kill him. I don't understand, man. I don't want to have to try and kill him. It kind of ruins
This
other...
might sting a bit. Yeah, I know.
I just wasn't expecting that at all.
You did good though. You can go and put your shoe back on.
And she didn't not do what he said. I don't understand.
All right. You know, just for me doing that, I'll be a little extra generous with you.
Why can't I get my boots back on?
I'll take off 200.
Hey, Fish, I heard the elephant gun might be.
Yeah, what about it? You wanna...
We need the elephant gun, mother.
Let me ask real quick.
Oh.
Am I gonna be needing to use the elephant gun, Cricket?
Why would you need to be using it?
I don't know. Was wondering if you'd give me a reason. I tell you what, I'll give you your gun back if you let me try the elephant gun on you.
I'm not gonna let you shoot me.
You never know. I don't know how desperate you is.
Yep.
I'll drop 200 from the 600 already. You only got to pay 400. You want the price to be lowered?
Yeah, I want it to be low.
Continue doing work for me.
What do you want?
Bring me a Litchfield next.
How am I supposed to get a Litchfield? Nobody's carrying guns around these days. You said that I could have it back after this crate.
I said I'd lower the price.
Get the fuck off
right.
my chair!
Jesus, when's
Goddamn,
more?
motherfucker, you probably don't want to sit on this.
Come on, I'm trying to look after her legs. Sit on the crate. Sit on the crate.
Yes.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my goodness. Yep, there's no staying around that. Nope, I can't justify it even for the gun, because we're just gonna die. No, time to go to Redwater and stuff like that. That's not gonna work out for us at all. Whoa, is this out west? I am so turned around. Wait, Marquis was shooting at us with the elephant gun. He missed both times. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but Cricket can't go back to that. Oh no. Why? Shire, I can't outrun her. Let me be. Why? Why are you doing this? Why do you care? Leave me alone. I didn't do anything. I'm just leaving. What?
You want your gun back, don't you?
I don't. It's not with my life. And I'm gonna die if I stay there.
No, you weren't gonna die. It's just Winsmore has a hot head and
I got shot in the leg for no reason after doing exactly what Fish wanted. And then I started getting shot at for sitting in a chair that I was told to sit in. I can't do this anymore. I'm not gonna die over a gun.
I understand. Winsmore's a bit of a hothead when it comes to his seat. He's claimed that seat.
I was told to sit there. I was told to sit there.
I understand if Fish made a mistake with that. So how about you come back to thieves?
I'm not going back.
You want to be hunted for the rest of your life. Oops, I didn't
Why
mean
would
that.
I get hunted? I didn't do anything.
Because you ran away and you have a deal with Fisher.
No, I
With
already
Fish, sorry,
fulfilled my end. I brought him exactly what he wanted. He can keep the stupid gun. I don't want it anymore. It's not worth dying over.
Right, well I tried to help you. What happens now is not on me.
Yeah, if it hadn't turned into us getting shot at by 3 people in the last few minutes, but I mean, there's nothing I can do to justify Cricket being willing to stay around that anymore. You know? Like, it's just kind of is what it is at that point. Once people go off the deep end like that, there isn't anything you can do. But now we figure we're going to be hunted. Yeah, it does. You know, trying to play along with it. But there's only so much you can do when it escalates like that. I figured it would take multiple... Clem?
Hello?
Can I talk to you?
Sure.
You know where a doctor might be?
We can find one. Are you hurt?
I need help.
Okay. Okay, we can find you a doctor.
And I
Come
need
on.
you to send a telegram to Rick for me.
What, my rook?
I don't know, the one with red water.
Okay. I don't have her telegram, I've only got Desmond's.
I have his.
Alright, what is it?
Oh, I think it's that one right there.
Alright.
Here. Maybe, can you read this telegram that she sent me?
Okay, do you want to pass it over?
Yeah.
Hello.
I did everything that Fish wanted and he shot me in the leg. And then everyone else started shooting at me too.
Still having trouble, Cricket?
Clementine told me you're in trouble. Do you need help?
I'm not in trouble, but she is.
Alright, that's what I said. Clementine told me that you were in trouble, Cricket.
Yeah, I don't know what
Oh,
to do.
sorry.
Alright, do you want to have a discussion at the back, Cricket?
Okay, I need a doctor though.
Shit.
It's not really bad. It's just a cut on the side of my leg, but
Alright, it's a what?
a graze.
Alright, come on. Come to the medical office. I used to be a medic in the army. Come on. Where? Oh god.
Someone up there.
Yeah, it's probably Law. Can you keep an eye out for me, please?
Yeah.
Alright. Proceed. Alright, I just had my own issues today. Just in roads, actually. Bunch of deputies got shot down. You can take this off gently, okay?
Dude, look at the bullet through the hat. That was the elephant gun, I think. I'll have to figure out where that happened.
Have a look, yeah. Wait, who actually is that? Sorry, give me 1 sec.
Wait, what?
They're coming down the roof right now. 2 of them.
Shit.
Is it Law?
Yeah, just try and keep them off me. Sorry, Cricket.
They come over here. Don't call me Cricket. Call me anything else. Anything else.
Try not to talk there.
Say I got cut on something. It's not a gunshot or something. They ask.
Alright.
Yeah. We definitely have to get in with somebody, because...
Alright, how good are you with pain?
What?
How good are you with pain? I'm gonna have to stitch this.
I'm not very good.
Take these. They're gonna taste like shit.
Yeah.
And start to feel a little bit better, okay?
Okay.
You can grab a piece of your clothing, put it in your mouth. It's not gonna be hurt for too long. It's just gonna be a little bit of a pinch, okay?
They went around the corner, but they're just kind of standing there.
Think about something nice, eh? And look out there. That horse's face. Look at that horse's face and just see what you think it's thinking right now. I think it's
Stupid
looking at.
things.
Yeah? It's probably stupid things, yeah. Probably horsing about, right?
I just got
Good look at
a cart horse so that they couldn't threaten to shoot mine anymore.
Yeah. Oh, God, you threaten your horse too?
No, they were threatening my horse.
Oh, they were? Bastards.
So why did he shoot you?
I don't know. I did everything that he asked and more. And he was still angry.
Was it?
Maybe that's him firing you. So, you don't gotta.
No, one of them ran him back and tried to get me to come back. And I said I wouldn't. I said that the gun wasn't worth my life. And I was just gonna die if I stayed there. And then she asked me if I wanted to be hunted down for the rest of my life. And I said, I'm not going back there because I know I'm gonna die if I stay there. And she said, suit yourself, whatever happens next is on you. And she rode off back towards Thebes.
Who was it? You know.
Oh, they can name Scarlet.
Scarlet. Right. Who runs with Jabas? CD.
I don't know,
correct?
she's like Fish's enforcer or something.
Yeah, she has a bit of an English accent.
Yeah.
Bit of a hybrid? Yes, I know Scarlet. But she shot you down, did she?
No, she ran me down. I'm on a Shire, she was on a Mustang.
She ran you down? Wait, how did she
Chased
run
me
you
down
down?
with a gun.
Yeah.
Tried to get me to stop, tried to get me to come back.
Then ran her horse into yours.
No, she chased me out and she caught up with me.
Oh.
And she made threats.
Right.
You're talking real loud, by the way.
Alright. Now, what do they want you for? I can talk to him if you want me to.
No, that's not gonna work. They're insane, you don't understand. First I had to get Guam and sugar because I stole some whiskey from someone here in town. And it turned out to be one of their people or something like that. And they told me that I'm not supposed to rob anyone in West Elizabeth, which I didn't even know where that was.
I wouldn't even know either, to be honest.
And so I went all the way to Guam to get sugar from there. I got all these syrups from there. And I brought it back, and he was really happy with it. But then he said that I only owned my horse back, and I didn't own my gun back, even though I was supposed to own my gun back. He changed the deal. And he said I had to get him more sugar or corn, and so I went and I got another crate full of sugar, just regular sugar this time, and he said that that's what he wanted, but then he started shooting at my legs and he hit me. And then he had me
Who's he?
Forest Fish.
Fucking hell, is he gone fucking mental? He used to roam around selling people fucking pop. He tried yelling at me the other day, and I had to... And they made him give him back my guns.
Here's my gun.
Sorry,
It was that Ellie gave to me.
Right, and they've still got it, have they?
Yeah. he was gonna make me pay $600 to get it back, and he said that after I'd done that job, it was only gonna be $400, and I thought that maybe he'd just give me another job to reduce the price. But he started shooting at me, and then I was sitting in the chair to get my leg wrapped up, and someone else started shooting at me because I was sitting in the chair that I was told to sit in. And then I finally decided I was gonna die if I stayed there any longer, so I got on my horse and started riding away. And I think that Marquis was shooting at me with the elephant gun. There's a hole in the top of my head.
Yeah, they've been trying to get someone with that gun for a while. They let me use it for a while.
The fish said that I could have my gun back if I let them use the gun on me. The elephant gun. I said, no, I'm not gonna let you just shoot me.
There's a pretty high chance that you would lose a limb. Or your life.
I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna hunt me down though. But Skull
So all this over stealing some whiskey.
it just keeps getting worse and worse, and I did everything that I was asked.
So all you stole was some whiskey. Out of all this, it was just
And
some
they
whiskey.
got it back. That's how it started, right?
Whose gun? Is it?
It's my gun. It's a Schofield that Ellie gave to me,
Ellie?
and it was special
Ellie?
because Ellie's dead. So it's all I've got left of
We're
her.
talking about Chase?
Yeah.
God, I met her in Sisika. Very naive girl, but very funny. I knew both her and Toby.
Yeah. So did I. I used to run with him.
Lucky you didn't end up like them. But, in the end, Cricket, they got off easy. We're the ones that still have to deal with this shit. Right? Look. What happened's pretty shit, right? Is this gun worth your life?
That's what I said. It's not. That's why I left. But I don't know why Scarlet would be coming and saying that they're gonna hunt me. I didn't do anything. I was just trying to get my stuff back that they took because I took some whiskey and they got the whiskey back.
Are they down at Thieves, are they?
There's a whole lot of them.
Oh, I might take a little
I
ride.
would have fanned down fish if I didn't have 4 other people around me.
No,
I wanted to
got you.
kill him for that. I don't want to kill
Right.
people, but I want to kill him.
Alright, maybe not make that known, yeah? Because he'll come after you first.
Well, I think
Don't
he's
keep that
gonna
to
come
yourself.
after me. So what choice do I have?
What's your telegram?
It's KW617.
Alright. I'm gonna go for a little ride, okay? You should be right to walk on that. Have a bit of a rest if you need. It is clean. Keep it clean, please. I think it's gonna get dirty. Need you to just get some water, rub it off. Not in just dirty fucking water. Get clean water. And put some another clean bandage on, alright? You only good at lockpicking?
Lockpicking?
Yeah.
I
Eddie Falk,
Yeah.
everything alright in here?
not really trying to look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a graze
Grace from.
from her leg. Being hurt.
Right. What?
I was
how did you get hurt,
I was
miss?
riding too quickly through the bushes and a stick stabbed me in the leg. Grazed my leg.
Okay.
It's alright.
Right.
I've already arrested the stick. It's in behind bars now.
Right. You folk have a good day then.
Have a great day.
Take care.
I'm gonna go for a ride. I'll talk to you soon. Rest up, please.
You don't think he's going down to thieves, do you?
I don't know. I used to be good friends with Forrest. Do you want me to try and work something out?
Clinton, are you gonna hate me if I kill him?
I'll probably be a little bit mad, yeah. But I would also be mad
He
at him if he killed
shot
you.
me for no reason. I did everything that he asked, and he shot me. Clem. I'm not a good person, but I'm not an insane person. If he comes after me, I'm gonna kill him. If I have any opportunity.
Can I ask you something completely unrelated?
I don't care, you can ask whatever you want.
Did you rob someone in Valentine and give them your telegram?
Why are you asking?
She may have told me about it today.
Why?
And then I kind of may have let it slip. I knew who it was. And then all her hobo friends, she's got like a hobo army, all surrounded me.
Wait, did you...
And the deputies had to save me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, because I didn't have your telegram until you gave me the telegram that Brooke sent you. And then I was like, oh, that is the telegram.
She's a hobo army?
So, she's been robbed quite a lot this week, so I think she's employing an army of hobos. There's like a group of them in Valentine.
I was gonna let her get her stuff back. Do you know? I can give you back what I can. Do you know where she is or who she is? I could give you what I took from her, and then she could be
She was
happy.
actually in Blackwater earlier. I know who she is, but
Except for
I think I've got her telegram somewhere.
back in Thieves Landing. I'm gonna have to sneak in there.
That's awkward.
I didn't exactly want to have to run away like that.
Hello.
I just get some bandages.
Oh, help yourself. We're just
We should
chatting in
probably
here.
move away from here.
Probably.
I like your outfit.
But I'm really
Clem.
lazy. Thanks.
So cute.
Thanks. At least someone compliments me. But you know what? You've had it rough. I'm not gonna. Sorry.
Just don't know what to do.
I do love it. Really do. It's so cute.
Thank you. Honestly, I don't know either. You know, I could say just stay away from them, but it's easier said than done.
Scarlet said that they're gonna hunt me down.
Honestly, if they do, I think it's pretty pathetic of them.
Yeah, but what can I do about it? Can't really do much.
I feel like having my guns on me when I'm around you. Just in case.
Don't normally keep your guns on you.
Well, I put my guns on my horse when I was traveling earlier, because there's, you know, a lot of robbers out there at the moment, apparently.
I've got it here, so I don't have to worry about going back right now. Yeah.
Do you want your telegram back?
What do you mean?
Here you go.
Oh, yeah. Can you read it for me though? So this is what I took from the hobo army lady.
Just a gold pocket watch?
Yeah, that's all I took.
Oh my
Can you read me
god.
the telegram? I can't.
Oh shit, sorry. Pass it back. She says, please telegram me if you need anything. We can have a small conversation. It don't have to be anything past that. I don't want you falling down a rabbit hole that you can't climb your way out of. It ain't my business, but I've been in your shoes before. Can't do everything on your own, so please take care. Rook Pierce, SM528.
Yeah, I think I need to tell her that I need her help. And I might need her help.
I've telegrammed her.
You did? What'd you say to her?
I said that you were hurt and needs help. But I don't think she's around. They had an important dinner earlier. Rook and Desmond just keep getting mad at me, no matter what I do. And they don't listen to me.
What did you do?
I tell them my truth and they just didn't listen, and then said that I said another truth when I did not.
What is my truth? I don't know what that means.
Just the truth of what happened to me.
Oh.
I told them what happened, and then they're saying that I said something else when they just quite clearly were not listening because Desmond had cholera. That's a joke. He didn't have cholera, but he was unwell.
Okay.
Here's a telegram back.
Oh, thank you.
Do you not want the watch? It's a nice watch.
Well, if you can give it back to that lady so that she doesn't send her hobo army after me. That's all. I wanted her to get me sugar.
Oh, it's really gold and sparkly.
I know. I wanted her to get me sugar, and then she never telegrammed me back, so I never got her back her watch because she never tried to get in contact with me like I told her to. What all did she say to you about what happened?
She was more upset at the other people who robbed her. But it's just the fact that she got robbed so much in the last 2 days.
I mean, I could have taken her gun. I didn't take her gun. I took the watch. She had a
The watch is
Skyfield
probably more expensive, you know? Easier to sell quite quickly.
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't try and sell it. I was going to ransom it back to her. Do you think that Charles went down to Thieves Landing?
I don't know, but I actually wanted to head out to Gaptooth so I could always ride through.
I wouldn't recommend going down there, Clem. They're all crazy.
I mean,
They're
I
all
always used to
crazy.
say hi to the Del Lobos. They're the local ones, and feed the dogs. I don't think they mind me feeding the dogs.
Right. God, do whatever it is you want to do.
Well, I'm gonna wait a little bit before I head out. It's a long ride. And it is quite foggy.
Yeah.
I thought the buffalo thing was great, by the way. I felt bad for the buffalo because it was really scared, but
It was pretty funny though.
guess what?
What?
I know you can't read and stuff, but I convinced the reporters that were there to put it in the paper.
what they say was gonna go in the paper.
The Blackwater Buffalo Bonanza. Or something. I named it.
If I'm still alive when it comes out, will you read it to me?
Of course. Do you want to take a ride somewhere?
I don't know where to go. I don't know if Charles is planning on coming back. I didn't understand what he was doing or if it had anything to do with this or anything, so... I just don't know.
Do you want to go to Valentine?
Not particularly.
What about Rhodes?
I mean, I don't care. I'll go anywhere that's... Go. Wherever you want to go, if you'll let me ride with you.
Sure. Are you okay to ride with that leg?
Yeah, it's just a leg. It wasn't very deep.
I need to quickly drop off some things that are in this box. And then we can go to Strawberry. I like Strawberry. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
To Strawberry. To Strawberry.
I'm kind of liking these pants with the boots for cricket.
I mean, I could go down to these and distract them all whilst you want to go get your stuff at some point.
I won't worry about it later. Some other time. It's nothing important, so... Just the money that I owe Shiro.
I don't think you gotta worry about Shiro.
Well, I have his money there, so...
Oh,
I
Rainbow.
can't use banks.
You in debt too?
Yeah. If I give them any money, they'll just take it away.
Yeah, I'm working to pay off mine right now, so... I'm gonna pick up the speed a bit, and, cause I wanna get to Strawberry.
Yeah, I'm just following you. Yeah, Clem has a, Clementine has an Arabian, though. So, like, you have the biggest horse in the game next to almost the smallest horse in the game.
Sometimes I forget how fast this horse is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is not a fast horse at all.
Do you want to ride on the back of mine?
Do you want me? Is it that bad?
No, I don't want to lose you.
I mean, I can, sure. You can ride as fast as you want.
Cut across here.
So, look at the size
So I've
difference.
been mining a lot, right?
Yeah.
And guess what I found today?
I don't know.
I found a ruby.
Are those worth a lot?
They're worth a little bit. But what's the real expensive thing is an emerald. They're worth $100 each, and I got 2 of them.
Oh, nice.
I'm basically rich now. You know, I could be like all Saint Denis and be like, oh, I do declare. That's how they talk in the city.
I guess. Don't really stick around long enough to hear what people are saying.
Oh, I do declare. That's what they say.
Your horse
They're all
is so
horses,
small
but
compared to
no.
mine.
I know, right? I didn't buy this horse. It was given to me, but I love it. Even though it's an asshole. Alright, let's go hitch up somewhere in town. Is that guy just following you?
Yeah, fella, do you mind?
Just get out of the way. Oh, shit.
Okay, he's going. I thought he was gonna attack you for a second.
I think this guy's gonna try and fight me. If he does, I want to fight him back off.
Okay.
I got it. Do you? No, he does not. I'm too badass, that's why. Good as outlaw. This town's not so bad. Why are you so far away?
I don't know.
There's good people around here. Some in Blackwater. Look at how dirty my gun is. I've only been here 5 minutes. Oh wow, it is so gross.
I don't know, it looks really pretty to me.
Oh, thanks. I actually did the work on it myself in my navy here, this one. But it's all really dirty. I need gun oil.
Looks like the kind of gun to take away and ransom back. Not from you.
You know, people try.
Not from you, but other people, sure. Do you have Charles's,
I don't. I barely know the guy.
Okay.
I don't really know him well enough to get his telegram or trust him or whatever.
He seemed nice too. I think he said that he works for Wallaby Kid now.
I think I've heard him mention that name quite a lot, so that makes sense. Wallaby's not so bad. I don't know how long I'm gonna be staying around for. I wanted to see if any ranges were around, but I don't think they are. But I at least wanted to see you out of Blackwater safely.
Thanks. Not have to stick around, just being nice. Well, those rangers though, they look like it.
No, they are. That's the exact rangers I'm looking for. Hello, rangers.
Howdy. Oh, didn't even see you there. Howdy.
Hello.
I wasn't not under the bridge hearing you talk about seeing horses and all that.
I mean,
What?
nothing.
Uh-huh.
Tibbit, did you lick a frog?
Do I what?
Did you lick a frog?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
But you did remind me I need bullets, so I'll be right back.
Wait, could you give me some? Oh, that's a very energetic way to go.
Why are you wondering if she licked a frog? Did you lick a frog?
I thought she said she saw horses under the bridge.
No, I was saying that I might have heard you talk about hitched horses while I might have been under the bridge as you come into town.
Oh, that makes more sense, Buxton.
Certainly does.
Cricket, this is Buxton. Buzz, Cricket.
Pleasure.
Good eye.
Hey, no, Clementine here.
Sorry?
How do you know Clementine here?
I don't know, we just do.
Oh, that narrows it down. That's good.
She was helping me out making some torches a little while ago.
Ah. Where'd you get all the flint?
I've been mining. I am working off my debt. I paid off $500 alone today.
That's it done.
And once it's all
And
paid off,
mining.
I'll apply. Maybe.
Wait, you'll what?
I might apply to the Rangers once all my debt is paid off.
Oh, you will. How much debt? Yeah.
Do you think that recruits-
2,500.
Jesus Christ.
Do you think that ranger recruits get paid though?
I know, probably not. But
they
the
don't.
whole point is that before I go ahead and do anything like that, I actually want to prove to you and myself that I want to do it.
Whatever you feeling right now, you keep that up, huh?
Sure, great.
Ember.
Did you guys hear about the ban in Blackwater?
What ban?
Forest, Jabas,
Yeah, I heard about that.
everyone else. There was only a few people that got banned.
And then they can't go in there?
Sheriff Cash doesn't want him in there no more.
Damn.
Don't y'all wish you could just say that about all the criminals that rob you on the porch?
Say what?
You could just, like, get rid of them all. Tell them never to come back and then just leave them to die if you ever find them on the road.
I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
Giving a lot of thought into this, Clementine. You probably got some flowery speech already too, don't you?
What?
Yeah, forget it. Heard you was looking for me before.
I was, but I'm not anymore.
Okay, adios then.
Wait, I thought we were rhyming.
I don't know.
It was a rhyme. It was a really clever Clement rhyme.
The clever rhyme. Oh my god. Elsie told me about those, by the way.
The book is great. I put a lot of thought. There's going to be a volume 2.
Oh yes, I want to read it.
That's
Alright,
for Cash's eyes only.
Ow.
What?
Alright. I see how it is.
See you later.
Yeah.
Those are good people.
Do you want
The
me
people's-
to be left to die on the side of the road?
No, absolutely not.
So
Wait, did you rob them at the porch?
No, you're just talking about people who rob people and then leaving them on the side of the road.
It's mainly, you know, people that rob me. I get upset with.
I don't think robbing anyone's ever worth dying. You get robbed, you
There's
get
just
robbed
been
fair
a
and
couple of
square.
instances
You get
with
robbed
certain
fair.
people that have made me very uncomfortable. I get panicky quite a lot around them, or even when they're not around, I think of them. Something will just remind me, and it freaks me out, and I can't breathe right. You ever get that?
I don't think so.
I spoke to a deputy who used to be a therapist or whatever. She says they're called anxiety attacks. And lately they've been happening a bit more than usual. And I haven't told anyone that, so please, I'm trusting you with that one.
I mean, I don't even know what you're talking about. So, I mean, I don't have anyone to tell anyone anything. I don't have to worry. Cricket's the fastest breather in the last.
Look, I used to rob people too. I was only joking about leaving people to die. I don't want to do that. That's not who I am anymore.
Sort of all that I know how to do. So it's what I'm gonna keep on doing. Just gotta get
That's what
smarter
I
about
thought
it,
for a
guess.
long time. Yeah, I suppose it's one way to look at it. Well, maybe you could go back to the city, see if anybody might help you there. But I don't really know anyone else.
Okay. See if Rook gets back to me.
I hope she does. I'm gonna go say goodnight to the others. It was nice to see you though, even though Earlier with the bathroom was fun.
Yeah, thank you. Get out of the west, I guess. Get on the roads, because that's where we've seen Charles before. I think the game considers that horse a wall. Audio gets all muffled if you're on the other side of it. You know, I've noticed that sometimes when I'm talking to people and I have someone else standing between me and the other person, I'll get the, you know, like the game will consider that person a wall, and so stuff will be way too muffled. Kind of funny. It's definitely something that's happened.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy,
Excuse us, sorry.
That scared me. I thought I was getting robbed. Not that I have anything to rob. Huxley's raspy voice. Yeah, that like came out of nowhere. It's because I have my game sounds tuned down slightly, because I usually pull the game sounds down a little bit when I'm around trains, wagons, or there's a thunderstorm, because it just gets too loud. Otherwise I want to hear stuff, but sometimes certain things are just way too loud and you can't hear anything over it.
holiday season after all, and just be safe.
Yes, y'all as well. Y'all take care.
Alright, see you.
All right. Howdy,
How you
man.
doing, miss?
Hi, hello. Sorry.
Alright.
I think we have anything from Ronnie.
It might not be. I'm not 100% sure.
Are you, hey man, this is gonna sound really fucking weird.
Hi? Wait,
Are you cricket?
who's asking and why? Why would you want to know?
No, because about a week back I was looking for your ass. You got
Oh, yeah?
shot and you got left somewhere.
Why is that? Why were you looking
I was
for
trying
me?
to find you and help you. I was trying to help you before law got to you.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's who I am.
That's okay. It's just good to see you okay and upright because you know, when I went to the house, it was just
I
blood.
don't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Are you sure? You don't look fine.
I'm not sure of anything.
I don't think none of us are sure of anything. Are you in trouble?
Yeah.
Who with?
I'm sorry. What's your name again? Try not to get into more trouble.
My name is Benji Clayton. I'm associated with no one.
Benji! Oh my goodness, it's been so long!
I am friends with Holly, and that night where all that shit happened, she got pressed by the law. It was a very bad time. She got pressed by the law about something.
I haven't seen.
But she was so worried about you.
She was worried about me.
Yes.
I haven't seen her
So
for a
I
while.
weaseled my way in. Yeah, she got fucked up. I think she's alive. I'm not too sure.
I used to run with Cyber back in the day.
I don't know if you remember me,
yes.
Cricket, but I was friends with Ellie, and that's why I've been kind of keeping an eye out for you.
That Minnie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you.
So that's how we came to the conclusion that you are Cricket, because Minnie sort of recognized you. I recognized the name, and the last I heard, you were bleeding out at that house. So I just thought I'd come and check up. That's all.
Yeah, I got shot and then told to do a job, and if I didn't do the job within 3 days, they were going to kill me. But if I got arrested, I wouldn't be able to finish the job in time. So I was really in a bad place. But now they're probably going to kill me anyway. I've done everything that they wanted. I don't know, the people at Thieves Landing, Force Fish.
Fucking hell.
He shot me tonight for no reason. And I had to run away because everyone started shooting at me. And then one of them came out and told me that if I left, I was going to be hunted down. Well, I really didn't do much. I don't know why this is happening.
What did you do?
Can we talk about it not right here?
Yeah, sure. Where do you want to go?
I don't know. Just, this doesn't seem like a good place. Hey?
There is a house just down the hill.
sure. Let me get my horse. Yeah, I don't think you're in any shape to walk anywhere, let alone down the hill. That's a big ass fucking horse.
Yeah, I got it so that they wouldn't kill my other horse. Nope, this was here. Benji used to run around with like James Kelly and Billy Joe Barber before they kind of got involved in other things. And we did some stuff with them. But then Benji ran off and like joined the ranch. And so they just did ranch RP all the time and became like Riggs's boyfriend. Yeah, he was Riggs's boyfriend for a long time. Seems cozy in here.
Yeah. Is there anything you need?
I don't know what I need. I don't know anything. Here's what happened. So it all started when I stole a crate with whiskey in it out of the saloon in Blackwater. I ran down to Thieves Landing and I saw there was people there and I thought I could try and fence it off to them. It wasn't much, it was just like 8 bottles. Force Fish said, hey, is that Cricket? I know someone's looking for you, and I saw Holly, well, she'd robbed me, so I robbed her back, and I thought that maybe she wouldn't be happy with me, and maybe those were all her friends. So I said, you know what, you can just have the crate, and I dropped it, and I got on my horse, and I rode away. And then Fish and Scarlet chased me, and they stopped me, and Fish started going on and on about how he was just wanting to have a conversation, but then I had to run. And then he started shooting at my horse, so I shot at him, and then I got shot. And they brought me down into the speakeasy there, and they told me that I'd have to do a job for them. I'd have to get a bunch of really good guam and sugar. Otherwise, they were going to kill my horse or take my horse. It started out with kill my horse, then it was take my horse, and then it was gotta come kill you if you don't do it. And I only had 3 days, and I was shot, and all they did was wrap it up. So that's why Holly was trying to get me a doctor, because I couldn't risk going. I might be wanted, I'm not sure. I don't know if the law knows me as much as they might have used to. But I couldn't risk getting arrested because then I'd miss the deadline.
Jesus Christ.
And so I had to get a loan from people. Clementine helped me. And I went all the way to Guam and I got what he wanted. And he acted like he was really happy with it, but then he said that I could choose if I wanted my gun or my horse back, and I wanted my horse back. But he still had the gun that Ellie gave me. Even though I was supposed to get it back, he changed the deal. And he said I had to get him more sugar, but just regular sugar this time. So I worked really hard, and I managed to get more of the sugar, and I brought it in, and the first thing that he did was start shooting at me. He shot me in my leg, and then he said he was only trying to get me to dance. And he had me sit down in a chair, and he was wrapping my leg up. And in the middle of it, someone else started screaming at me for sitting in the chair, and they started shooting at me. So I jumped up And I thought, I'm gonna die if I stay here. Getting Ellie's gun back doesn't... It's not worth my life. So I rode away as best I could on that Shire. And that Scarlet girl, she caught up with me for a bit. I wouldn't go with her. She said that she asked me if I wanted to be hunted down for the rest of my life. But because I didn't go back with her, that it was on me if they did. But Fish has my gun. I've done 2 jobs for him and I haven't gotten paid or anything. He's got my gun. I don't want it anymore. I mean, I do want it, but I don't want to die. I don't think Ellie would want me to die for it. I don't know. It's the gun that Ellie gave me that she had. She gave it to me before she died. Because I needed a gun. It had some engravings on it, had something written on it, but I don't know what, because I'm illegitimate. I can't read it. But now, when Fish shot me, I would have killed him if I wasn't surrounded by a bunch of people. If he comes to me, I'm gonna have to kill him. I'm gonna have to. He's insane.
What the fuck happened to Fish?
Runs with them now.
Yeah. Do you have anybody else, Cricket? Or are you by yourself?
I don't have anything. I had Toby and Ellie.
What about Alvin and Chester?
They're doing other things. I don't know. They're around different times than I am.
Fair. Yeah.
I don't know what to do anymore. I have a few people who said that maybe they want to help, but I have to wait for them to get back to me, and then I have to get telegrams read to me, and I don't even know if they can do anything. I just...
Yeah, it's a hard one. There's
What are you
a
gonna do?
line.
Go after thieves?
I'm not gonna
Everyone in
go.
there.
I'm not gonna go after anyone. I just don't want to be hunted down.
Maybe if we see Fish, I'll talk to him.
It's insane.
Yeah, it could also make it worse for her.
That was what I was worried about in the
I think
first
it can
place.
get
I just
any
thought that
fucking worse.
I just thought that I'd do the jobs and get out of there. I don't know. There's someone named Charles I've met a few times. He says he works for the Wallaby Kid. He said that he might be able to help. I don't know. But Brooke said she might be able to help. So I'm just waiting to hear back from her.
Interesting.
She said that she's
Rook is in
the
who's she
Redwater.
run with?
The Redwater people.
Redwater.
Redwater, yeah. Well, you're alive. It's the main thing.
Yeah, sure.
Is there
Who
anything?
picked you up at that house?
I waited there for so long that I started going into town, and this boy named Petty, he came running up and he saw that I needed help, and he said that he was there to help me. So he took me, and he got this girl named Petal. She was really nice, and she helped me.
Interesting, because didn't he say that he went there to find her and she wasn't there?
What?
And that's what he told us. That he went to
I
find you
remember
and
what
you're
he
no
said.
longer there.
I remember asking him. Yeah, because Holly didn't tell me that she already told Patty, but she was adamant.
Oh, I don't know.
I had to fucking bargain with Rip just to talk to her in the fucking cells to try and get to her.
All I know is that Holly rode me towards town. She left me at the house outside of Blackwater with a windmill. And I sat there for probably half an hour. And she didn't come back. And
Yeah,
didn't
she got
come back.
arrested.
Yeah, that's what Patty said.
Oh. I think she's alive. I heard they got shot up in Guama.
She went to Guama too. I was only there for the day.
Last I saw was 4 deputies loading her into an armoured wagon. Next thing I hear, she made Guama. The next thing I hear is her and Benny got left for dead with bullet wounds in them.
Who would have shot her? She was there with all the thieves people. She was one of them. Why would she leave?
You don't know much about Holly, do you?
No, I just know that she robbed me with a gang, and then I found her and I robbed her back. And then that she was down in thieves. Honestly, I do think he probably got a better rank. We didn't run with him for a long time, but we did a little bit of moonshining, I think. If I recall correctly.
Yeah, fair enough.
But then he disappeared. He was just, you know,
We'll keep
with the ranch
We'll
people.
keep an eye out for you. If I see Fish, I'll talk to him. It literally cannot get any worse for you right now. I don't think.
Yes.
Unless I rope you up and take you to Thieves, but I ain't
You
gonna
wouldn't
do
do
that.
that.
Wow, Benji.
I wouldn't do that. That's what I'm saying. It's fine. I don't carry a rope. Plus, cricket, aren't you Australian?
Yeah.
Got that twang in you.
Yeah.
Exactly. I like to look after my like country people, even though there's some fucking dickheads around. You said you struggle to read. Is that what you said before? You struggle to read, and
I can't.
I'm guessing
read.
write as well.
I can't write. I can't read.
Okay.
I have the people who run the telegrams read me the titles, and I usually get people to read me telegrams for me and write them for me too. I manage. I'm not stupid.
Do you know your telegram?
Yeah, it's KW617.
I never called you stupid.
A lot of people think I'm stupid because I'm illegitimate.
Nah.
Oh, okay. I think you may have spoken to my girl once because she told me there was some lady asking if she was legitimate. It was in Saint Denis.
Yeah, that's what I ask people.
Okay. This was not long after me hearing that you got shot and me looking. You go to Saint Denis after that?
Yeah. I had to try and get money, and I was going to get a loan from the Chinzos because Clementine
Oh.
said that they were rich, but I got money from someone named Shiro instead, which I still have to give him the money back, and it's sitting in storage down in Thieves Landing.
How much money do you need?
I think it was like $250. Because they gave me flint too, and Clementine helped me make it into torches and sell it. So that I could get the tickets to Guam and go there and I guess the sugar they wanted is contraband, so I had to smuggle it back. Gift boxes and stuff.
Okay.
Said KW 617, yeah?
KW617.
Yeah, okay.
I love that word, illegitimate. It's so funny. Are you legitimate?
Alright. We'll keep in
You
touch
still-
with you, Cricket.
Yeah, you still have my telegram that I sent you a long time ago?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe just get them to check it.
Send another one, and then I'd have yours. But
yeah. Just if you need anything, I'm here, okay?
I don't know what I need. That's the problem. I don't know if you could fix crazy people with anything other than a bullet.
I'm gonna
Alright,
head
we
to
might
town.
go for a ride and
Do you want to stay around here for a little bit? I'm gonna head to town. I'm gonna grab something for you, okay? And then I'm gonna come back.
Okay.
Okay? I won't be long. Well, you can go into town if you like. That sounded weird, and I just needed to make sure you knew I wasn't being weird. I just wanted you to be safe.
I didn't. Anyway,
where you from, Cricket?
Ha! Don't.
Obviously Australia. Where from? What
Where?
part?
I don't know where. Where in Australia am I from? Ah! Ah! No! Melbourne. But we travel around a lot. My dad and I.
What'd you get up to? Some unsavory things, or were you illegal type?
He did a lot of things. Sometimes we stay out in the bush for weeks, months. He put me on the boat out here because it was getting too dangerous. He did debts to people that he's worried that something might happen to me.
Like what?
Bad things. I don't know. It was a few years ago now. He sent letters for a while, but they stopped. So they probably caught up with him, whatever it was.
Yeah, Melbourne's it's a dangerous place around there. I was a couple of hours north from there.
Man, this is the problem
Northwest,
when you
technically.
end up RPing with actual Aussies. I said that's just mainly where I was born. We travelled all over. Never really stayed anywhere for too long. I go station to station.
Yeah, I know what that can be like. But luckily, we only did it for a little bit. Found our way to Melbourne. Got settled. So we were kind of lucky. What do you enjoy to do? What do you do around these parts here?
Not good things. No one really owns the cattle, so I can't help change the brands on him.
No, some people think that's worse than fucking murdering a folk.
No, I don't do that. I don't want to kill people. I don't really want to hurt people. I want to make a living, you know?
Of course.
I usually do some robbery, or if I, you know, find some product, I'll sell it. I found a bunch of pipes once. They had pretty designs on them, and I managed to get a lot of money for them. But I don't know, I ran with Toby and Ellie for a while. I ran with someone named LJ a long time ago. They didn't last for very long. Every time that I find a group, something happens and I'm alone again. You know, I thought that if I went along with what was going on down at Thieves, maybe I just wouldn't be alone. But I said they're crazy.
Yeah, you should talk to Holly. Interestingly enough, kind of the same situation.
Same situation. She seemed happy. They seemed like they liked her. They weren't shooting her. Or said the words not shooting her.
You'd be surprised.
Maybe after
I bought her to Thieves. You know that?
No.
Make amends of what her family has done. An interesting story.
She said something about her uncles and that she didn't want to go robbing people anymore and that she wanted to be a ranger. So I was surprised to see her down there. I just figured she was lying.
I shot her uncle in the middle of Blackwater. Haven't seen him since. Piece of shit.
Huh. Holds a box in her hands. What's that?
I need to have this, okay?
You know, I never really got presents until like just the last few days. People have been nice to me. Marshmello horse
That
deed.
piece of paper
Oh my
is
goodness.
the deed to Ellie's horse, Marshmello.
Oh.
So, you know, maybe go and do some crazy adventure with Marshmello, because Marshmello probably misses it a lot.
Yeah, I remember when she gave you the deed because she thought something might happen. Oh my goodness, that's so sweet. Thank you.
And you still have part of her with you.
Yeah. I'll take good care of him. I just can't. Just can't let him anywhere near fish because that's what he did in the first place. Was I had my horse Smoke, and he was threatening to kill him, threatening to hurt him. So I stole a cart horse so that he couldn't do that. And I had Smoke.
Yeah. Well, when that's all cooled off, well, hopefully it does.
Yeah.
So that just might help you after losing something so important to you. Yeah, hopefully it comes back around. I like to call guns boomerangs. Not all of them come back though.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. Anyway, I already decided it wasn't worth it, you know?
Yeah. Your life isn't worth.
Admit it, if I did what they wanted, they'd still be mad at me. They hurt me for no reason.
Why have you been stealing stuff from Blackwater?
Because that's what I do. It's not just Blackwater, it's anywhere I can get things, and it's usually not much.
Yeah, people have seen you taking crates out of there a few times, that's why I was asking.
It's usually just a bit of food. Something I think I can make a few dollars off of.
Yeah. If you ever need anything straight away, I usually have some gems on my horse as well if you need that.
Right, I'm just doing what I know how to do.
I know. Much like Ellie and Toby, too stubborn to accept any help.
Because then we'd have to reform.
But if you ever need it, you know it's there. Okay.
Right now I'm just mainly worried about being hunted down by fish and the other crazy people down there.
We'll say one thing though. Minnie has extended her hand, and probably more, to help you. I just ask you don't lie to her, or piss in her pocket and tell her it's raining.
I'm not lying.
Just be honest with her. And I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying that there's something that you need to tell her, or me for that fact. But you know, used to have a past.
People aren't
or a
usually
common
very
past.
nice to me. So it makes a very big difference when someone is. Most people just think I'm stupid and worthless.
You're not stupid, and you're not worthless.
People are just generally very selfish creatures.
People are cunts.
I'm selfish too. I mean, I'm not. Just don't go around killing people
we all
and hurting
are.
people for no reason.
Yeah, it's
Even
a
the most selfish has a heart.
the human
Depends on
condition.
How they use that.
Gemsu, long time no see. Hey, how's it going?
That's all. That's all I wanted to ask. It's just to be honest.
Don't worry. I have enough enemies to go making. I'm not gonna go making ones of friends. Not if I can help it.
Another person you can talk to if you really get stuck is Flood. He will help people if they generally are stuck and are nice to him.
Okay. Are you playing on Wild now?
He owns the Rhodes gun store. You see him. Big ass fucking hat. You can't miss him.
Yeah, I think I've run into him a few times. Okay, yeah. I think you usually play a lot earlier than I do, so that probably doesn't help. Like Greek time and all that.
I don't generally wake up until later on, but if I can help and I'm around, I'll do as much as I can.
Thank you.
Even if it's just hiding you in the bottom of the gun store.
I'm gonna see if Brooke gets back to me because she really wanted to help the other day when I was first trying to get to Gourmet to get the sugar. But I was afraid that if they found out that I told anyone about what was going on, that it would go worse, but it just kept getting worse no matter what I did. So no, I'm gonna accept her help. I just didn't want to make things worse if I could fix it myself.
Some people get a trip of controlling others.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening.
And
Ain't that the truth?
it's not your fault.
I was willing to wait. They didn't have to try and hurt me.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
Would have been happy to have a place that I don't know.
What was you didn't remember what Ellie's gun was, did you?
It was a silver Schofield. It had engravings on it. And the cylinder was black.
Did anyone tell you what the engravings were?
The etching on it, I don't remember. I think it had like a letter B on the front. I don't really know what it said. I don't remember.
Silver Schofield Black Barrel. Okay.
No, the cylinder, you know, the spitty part that the bullets go.
Oh, the cylinder. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Pretty sure it was black. And then there was engravings on it. And I think the handle's black too. I don't know. She said that she got it from someone who'd won it at auction. So it was never really important to anyone but me, and that was just because Ellie gave it to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter so much more. I thought I could fix stuff on my own.
That's the one thing I've discovered. There's never an easy way out of something when you're in the... What word would you put there? At the mercy of other people.
Yeah, I guess.
You give so much of yourself trying to fix whatever mistakes. Most of the time, they're not even your mistakes. Being shot at for stealing some whiskey is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. And you don't deserve that. You've had enough pain in your life.
He said it was because I shot at him, but they chased me down and I had to stop or they'd shoot me, and then he just started shooting at my horse. As a punishment for running, I guess. And so as soon as he started shooting, I started shooting. I don't know, maybe that's what they were really mad at me for, because I started shooting at him. But I got shot for that. I don't think he got shot. So I never... They got the whiskey back. They shot me. They made me do 2 different jobs. Then they shot me again. And tried to shoot me some more.
Jesus Christ.
Like I said, they're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You alright? Have you seen a doctor?
Yeah, that Charles fella, he stitched it up.
A doctor?
He's
He
a
said that
jack of all trades.
He said that he
fucking
was
Charles.
one in a war or something like that. I don't know. He stitched it up though.
He knows a thing or two. I'll give him that. At least someone half decent after you.
I can't really
true.
tell the medical people because the deputies are going to be all over my case.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
If my sister was around, I'd get her to take a proper look at you. But you're not around for a while. She went out of state for the holidays.
Okay, I'm gonna probably try and check my telegrams, and then I don't know. If I don't have anything, I'll probably just. Do you think someone will care if I end up staying down here? Do you know if...
No, go for it.
I can't see
I don't
why
think
not.
anyone lives here. People get brought here when they're kidnapped. I know that much.
That they do?
Yeah. You should be alright if Charles is helping you though, because it's usually them that use it.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
Rose, make sure you go to the stables and get that horse deed sorted.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
Or you'll lose it.
yeah, I'm gonna make sure I don't.
Safe, Cricket.
I'm gonna try. Alright. Well, it don't look like I've got a telegram. So we'll leave that for now. And I think I'll just call it here for the night. 'Cause it's kind of getting late. And that's enough drama for one night. You know, I'll just go here for now. Amends. Yeah, I don't even know what. I don't even know what those amends were. Yeah, I don't think it's seedy. It's all fish. Definitely not seedy. You know what? Let's read Tank. So is Cricket gonna kill fish? Probably not. But you know, if she's alone and he approaches her and gets aggressive, yeah, she might try in a panic, you know? My voice is my accent is getting a little bit stuck on the fake Aussie. I definitely felt that there. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the stream tonight. It was a little bit back and forth. Setting off to Tank Loves You, Julius Bradshaw, the former Jade King. Go send him some love. Good night.